Well, hello there. This is day 2 of my VICTOZA diabetic drug that I'm taking. Now, this morning I took my blood sugar levels before having anything to eat or having a coffee or anything, and they were 12.2. It should be around about 8. I'm probably working on an old scale. I know the doctors use a different scale now, but my blood glucose meter still works in the old scale. So mine's 12.2 millimoles, which is half, again, what it should be in the mornings. It should be about, ideally, it should be anywhere between 5 and 8. So hopefully, this new drug that I'm taking will help bring my blood sugar levels down because of the effect that it has on the liver and not releasing too much sugar during the night. So we'll see. It's early days yet, so we'll see what's going on really. So I'm just going to include a clip later on. I don't know when I'm going to put it in. I'll see how much my rambling goes on. But yeah, so I injected myself this morning before breakfast with this 0.6 milligrams of this VICTOZA solution, and I didn't feel nauseous at breakfast today like I did yesterday. I was beginning to feel a little bit nauseous soon after breakfast, but that soon passed. So that's some of the side effects for me. I know there are side effects to taking diabetic drugs, and they outweigh the risks of continuing on with the way that my blood sugar levels are going. It's like I don't know if you've followed me before, but I have mentioned that I've lost 12 kilos this year. Since this time last year, I've lost 12 kilos. And my blood sugar levels haven't really come down. You think that they would. So I'm now about 92 kilos. Still quite heavy, yeah, I know, and I'm still in the obese category. But I was, at one point, a lot worse. And I have lost a lot of weight. But I've been to the diabetic specialist. This is the one that recommended the VICTOZA. Because I'm a seafarer, I cannot go to sea and take insulin. Insulin at sea is a no-no. You just can't do it. Health and safety kind of stuff, I don't know. But anyway, that's one of the banned drugs that if you ever get put on, you can't go to sea. I know a lot of people do go to sea whilst taking insulin, and that's very naughty. But anyway, that's beside the point. Yeah, so the one of the other drugs that I was taking is a drug called sitagliptin. Now that helps you increase your urine content and helps to flush out sugar through your kidneys, basically. So I've come off that drug now, so that's one less tablet I've got to take, but I've got to take one injection. Now the VICTOZA is very, very easy to take. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it here and fit in that little clip I took of me preparing the VICTOZA pen. Right, we'll start. There we go. This is the VICTOZA pen, and this is the needle. The needle's inside this cap. So, going to peel that off, take the cap off, screw that into there, and inside is another cap. Take that off, and then very carefully, if you see the window, I'm turning this knob now until it reaches 6 milligrams. That's it. The pen is armed and ready to inject. That's it. It's injected. And then you put the cap back on. You don't need to put the little cap back on. Unscrew it. Put this back on. And that's it. Ready for another day. So that was the pen. The needle's only 4 millimeters long, so it goes in quite easily. It doesn't really hurt. You might feel a little prick as it goes in, but I haven't. The 2 times that I've taken this one, it's been absolutely fine. So that's a good thing. So all you do is you hold the pen with the thumb on the trigger. You insert the needle into your flabby part of the skin, and it only injects this liquid into the fatty tissue underneath the skin, so it's not going into muscle or anything else. Very unlikely to penetrate a blood vessel, but it goes in under the skin, and then you press and hold the trigger down, and you count for I count for 10 seconds just to make sure that all the liquid's gone out of the pen, the correct dosage. And like I say, I'm still on 0.6 milligrams of this solution. There are a couple of precautions you should take. You should make sure that it's clear. If it changes colour or you see particles, then it's gone off and you shouldn't use it. Yeah, but yeah, it's a very easy thing to do. It's easier than you think. I have a needle phobia. Whenever I go for a blood test, I cannot look at them poking a big long needle into my arm. It just makes me cringe, you know. Just everything. It's like butterflies in the stomach. But I found that there must be a chemical or something that's released into the bloodstream from the brain that says that you've got to do this. You've got to overcome your fear of needles and do something with it. It's a bit like the fear of spiders. When you see a spider, there's a chemical released into the bloodstream that helps you deal with a bloody spider. Yeah, I have a fear of spiders as well. It's a completely irrational fear. I know they won't hurt me, but it just petrifies me every time I see one. Strange, isn't it? Anyway, but getting back to the needle phobia. Yeah, I was on another drug, a Xeniter or Zenotide, something like that. Zenotide it was, spelled with an X. Zenotide. That was years and years ago, before I had my gastric bypass, where they chop and cut things about. Anyway, and I managed to inject that, and this is very much the same as Zenotide. It's although this is once a day. So this VICTOZA is a once a day medication. Like I said in the first video, it's once a day. It doesn't matter what time of day. It doesn't have to be before or after meals. It can be at any time. So I'm gonna keep doing it in the morning before breakfast. Just part of my daily routine now. I'm sure there'll be a few days when I miss out, but we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully I won't be won't be too many days that I miss out. Yeah, it's not something that I've taken lightly. It's a decision that that's got to be done, because, like I say, the diabetic specialist did a blood test for me, and he has it is determined that my pancreas secretes enough insulin for my body, but my body is resistant to insulin. So how do I overcome that? There is a disease out there. It's probably called I've seen the word somewhere, but I can't remember exactly how it's pronounced. But there is a thing out there, a condition where your body produces too much insulin, and I think that's what's happening with me. I'm producing too much insulin, and I can't use it. So hopefully this new drug will help the insulin that's in my body to be absorbed into the muscles and help, because the sugar level should start to come down as when I build up this dose of VICTOZA, hopefully my body will start to reject or stop storing sugar in the liver, and hopefully reject it otherwise. But I will be cutting down on food. Obviously, I'll be cutting down on food after the New Year's festivities are over. But I don't eat a lot these days anyway, as the weight loss has shown. Anyway, so that's me. I've rambled on for a good few minutes, and I shall put this little video together, and hopefully it's useful to some people who are setting out on this perilous journey of life that involves the VICTOZA injectable. Okay, well, catch you on the next one.